Hello Vintage Buttoners. I started and then I forgot I was supposed to film it. So, hello, how are you? It's Sunday morning and I am slow stitching, and I've just realised I've pinned this on and it's the wrong way around. But it's okay, we can make mistakes and it'll make me think about it more. So what I've done is I've taken the basket off the bottom. We did that last time. This is part 2 of the sort of basket bag. I don't know how we're going to refer to it. How do we refer to it? There's a question. Pop an answer in the comments. We also have a giveaway. This is the giveaway. We are making the giveaway. We're going to decorate it today, or we're going to start with pin it up. We might get to a little bit of stitching, but I think there's going to be a lot of stitching involved, so I might do some off the camera. But we're definitely going to be looking at it, getting some bits on to the bag. So I've got this napkin, doily rather, that I've chopped up. It's taken me ages to chop it up because I've had it for a few months, and I bought it to chop it up. But you know when you're sort of like, you don't want to. Well, you feel that you should. I felt that I shouldn't, but then I don't think there should be the word should, other than to say there shouldn't be a word should. It was bought to cut up. I keep stabbing myself with that needle. So we're going to cut it up. So I'm just sort of pinning loosely, because this is going to be the big thing. I'm going to use different coloured threads to sort of enhance it as well. We've got a brown line here running all around, and that's the bit that's going to be the bit that I sew on. So I don't want as much of this, I decided. I only want a little tiny bit, so that is going to be that. Quite excited about it all, really. Let's tuck that behind there. Oh yeah, I like that. And let's pin that like that. So if I yawn, I haven't slept really well last night, so I haven't really slept well for days because of the heat. It feels like it's finally abating somewhat. I'm just going to move my light because it's hitting my head as I'm leaning in. I like this angle. I really like it because it's different, and I just have to situate myself sometimes better to make it work. I don't like it when the camera keeps shaking. When I watch it back, I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to make people seasick. So, but we're all on a learning curve. That's what I generally think. It's an adventure. We're on a learning curve together. That's a very old pin. I need to go through my pins and get rid of some of them. Yeah, we're on an adventure. What fell then? I don't know. I'll pick it up later. So we've got this on. What else is a must-have? So I want to put this on, but I don't think... At first I was thinking, oh, I should keep it as a pocket because it's like a little pocket. But it wouldn't be terribly functional. So what I'm going to do is snip around it. Do I want to snip it with my pinking shears? Yeah, I've been cutting paper with these pinking shears, but that's all right because I have 2 other pairs. Yeah, I kind of need to mark them off or put a ribbon on them or something. Or is it do as I say, not as I do? It's definitely a case of that. And this is my craft room. I do what I want in my craft room. It was strange that, so next door, they're definitely building some sort of granny flat in their garage. And so, because they've taken the garage door off the other side, because it kind of goes into the car park. Oh, I kind of like the idea of it being like, oh no. Oh, yeah, that could work. Could work like there. Yeah, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so this garage, they've taken the front door off. So they're definitely going to be putting like a wall and some windows or something. And it's something that I don't even know if you need planning permission for. So we were talking about it. And Miles is doing his sort of workshop office situation in the garage. And that was the original plan when we bought the house. The spare room would be mine for my crafting. And he would have the garage. In fact, a massive selling point of this house was that garage, because it's large by British standards for a single garage. And it's just sort of, it's convenient. It's got electricity and everything in it. Yeah, we're big fans of that garage. So I've got some bees, because you know I like a bee. And we're going to, oh, there we go. They're kind of going in a circle. I like that too. Let's just pin that on. So the bees have just been stamped with alcohol ink, and then they've been heat sealed with my gun, my heat gun. You could iron them to heat seal them, but I tend to just use my heat gun. I wouldn't recommend putting this in the washing machine because it'll have a basket attached to it, but you know, you can do. All right, I'm liking this so far. Let's see, do we want a bee on the back? I've got some big bees. Should we put a big bee on the back? I like the idea of a big bee on the back. And then we've got all these little hearts. Some of them can have a little bit of padding to them, I think. Like, so I've got this out as a bit of inspiration. So this is about a pouch that I made. It was inspired by Kate in the Nest. She had a long pouch, but I didn't have it, so I elongated my own pouch. And I've got several of these just like in my stash that I'll be making over. I've got a really nice one that I think I want to make like a two sides. It's velvet, it's cream velvet, it's a clutch bag, and I want to make it bigger and have like two different sides to it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. So that works because that's the centre. I like the off-centerness. That means we've got a little bee on this side. Let's have this bee rising that way. It's all going to be in the round, so there's not really a side. It's just that it kind of gives me, I guess, a frame for composition in it, really. And this would be towards the back, so having a bee like that would be good. I might trim it out a bit more, like the other little ones. Okay, so that's our rough front. What have we got? What have we got? We've got some hearts, so we could use hearts, and we've got Norfolk puffs, and there's like my miscellaneous odds and ends. I like a heart. I do like a heart. I know some people don't like, but I've always liked a heart. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm doing it. It's my thing. Is that the biggest one I can get? I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be. Right, well, we'll do that. Just having a play. Oh, I like, do you know what? I kind of like the idea of it being like a cladder. Do you know what I mean? A cladder ring. Oh, do you know, I probably have some, I do have it somewhere. My parents bought it me, and it's silver. A cladder. It's like two hands holding a heart. So this is not at all two hands holding a heart, but it's sort of two hearts holding the vintage button. It's reminiscent of, inspired by. yeah, I kind of, the cladder, it was a ring that my parents bought me. I like that. I like the motif of that. I need to find a way of finding like an image and using that somehow. When I watch this back, I will make a note. So yeah, it's kind of a hand, two hands holding a heart, and I had this silver and malachite, so it's like a very green. This is my lab grown emerald for my emerald wedding anniversary, but it like malachite. It's a dull stone, but it's a very vivid green. You've probably got some. It's like a semi-precious stone. And we got it on holiday in Wales, even though it's Irish. I know, but Wales is not that far from Ireland. 1 year, like in my early teens. Oh, I wore that ring until it literally fell apart. Like I think it finally broke in my early 20s. You know, like the silver had worn away. I loved it. There was some, do you know, that's brought back another memory. And I think this is what Slow Stitch Sundays are just about relaxing, aren't they? That's the Mindful Mondays about relaxing as well, the kind of mindful makes. But Sandra from Be Happy Stationery, who I'm partnering with to do Junk Journal July, she sent me a gift, and some of it was these little cork tiles, and I've put them somewhere safe because this place is a tip, so I deliberately put them somewhere safe. But oh no, they're here. I can see them where the somewhere safe was, and they spell my name out, and they spell my name out right in the right way, and that means a lot. She doesn't realise this, but it really means a lot because we used to go on holiday, and everybody else, because I've got my brother's Neil, Craig, and my sister is Jennifer. They could always find their name and it would be spelled right. I could never find my name because there's so many ways of spelling Lindsay. And so it was always a big thing if we found something that had my name spelt on it. Or they would try and go somewhere where you kind of like, you tell them how to spell it, and they would do it that way. Yeah, because otherwise I'd be the only one who didn't have stuff like that, and I didn't like feeling left out. So my parents were good in that. They would try and find something that had my name on it. Or I remember a purse that somebody used that, that pyro technique. And where I say pyro technique, I don't like that button there. You burn something in, like branding something, and they managed to get a purse with my name on it. That was special. So let's have a look in the... I like the Norfolk Puffs, but I'm not sure where or how. I kind of want to put it there. That means moving the bee. But that's what we do. We move stuff around. Actually, the bee could sort of semi-overlap it, couldn't it? So I think I want to make sure that this is full of stuff. A la Kate from Kate in the Nest. I'm quite inspired by that kind of notion of lots of stuffs. I like that. So we're just going to plop and pin. And then we'll start stitching it. Like I said, it might be another day when we stitch, but... Oh, I do like that. We can have dangly bits. I've got a load of blue ones somewhere. I've put them away somewhere safe. When I did the move around, I can't wait. I'm looking for a wardrobe to replace my wardrobe in the bedroom so that I can have the cupboard in here, because it would make all the difference. And I have made a decision to put some things for sale, like the things that I make, because I'm running out of space. And I feel like all my bits are precious, so I don't want to just like bin them. And I think there'll be other people who think the same way. So hopefully there'll be other people who think the same way. Because I can't help finding things. I keep finding things. Do we want that there? No, I don't think we do. Do we want it there? We might want it there. Yeah. So it's just about plotting stuff. And I like how you can get another YouTuber and you can see how they do things. And I know that this doesn't look anything like a Kate in the Nest, because she's never done the basket thing. And she does her pouches, and I kind of tend to stay away from that. Just because I don't have the right materials to do it. Not for any other... Oh, I can't like that there. So there's a bit of symmetry, but it's not symmetrical. I like that dark blue heart. That one there, like that. So there is a bit of banging outside, but it's not too bad. What we're thinking, I like that. Let me know in the comments. So to be in it to win it, as somebody said, it's really simple. I either want you to like it and share it, comment, you know, like be part of the channel, kind of that sort of engagement drives the channel. And I want the channel to be successful. I don't know why I feel embarrassed about, well, not embarrassed, awkward about sort of asking for engagement for the channel to be successful, because that's the whole point of having a channel. Like, but you know, it can be a bit, well, I can be a bit like funny that way, where I don't always do the things that's the best thing for me. Don't, you know, get embarrassed and don't ask for things when actually that is the way the world works. I quite like that there, that join. And it's going to be such simple stitching. It's going to be like whip stitch, running stitch to attach all this stuff. Nothing complicated. Okay, what else do we need? I think I want a bigger, another big heart. I mean, they could just be floating in the air. Why not? Why not? It's just joyous, isn't it? Yeah, so do the thing, get involved, gain a chance to win this, or shall I show you what else I've made? And I did make a little video, but I've been having problems with that camera. Let me show you. I've made two runner-up bags, and this is one of them. The other one looks exactly the same. It's just made from a pair of jeans that I've trimmed off and just sewn along there with some really nice kind of pinky ready thread. I've just got the bit, that's the thread I used. I've got bits and pieces in here that I will be making into some other things. And there'll be a needle book, a strawberry pin cushion, just vintage button stuffs in each bag. And there will be vintage button stuff in the basket as well. So it'll be either a little gift bag or a basket. But there you go. So I don't know where to sell stuff. I was looking at like marketplaces that are specifically for the UK, and I'm like, but a lot of the people that watch me are not in the UK. So I don't know if it's going to be Etsy or eBay might be a way of doing it that like everybody can, because I don't know if everybody does Ko-fi. Again, pop something in the comments below if you're interested. So for the slow stitch, it'll be the roll, you know, like the like these, it'll be kits to do that sort of a thing. I made a load up, so I have them ready to go. They're not on a cotton reel, they are on currently the denim, and they're on a piece of branch from a tree in our garden that's been seasoned. It's all dry and everything. Yeah, it's actually kindling I rescued because I was making a fire. Sometimes even in the summer we have to make a fire, and I was like, oh, do you know what, this is really nice wood. I could use it. So I made Miles cut some up. I'm going to put 2 of these together. Yeah, I like that. And it's not too near the thing. So I don't know if I would sell stuff that's like made like this, just because it would be very expensive if I have to charge you how much time it would take me to do it. And then even if I charge minimum wage, which I wouldn't want to do that because I don't get paid minimum wage in my main job, so I think that would be cost prohibitive. But I think I could make kits of bits and pieces and that'd be fine. So I'll have to work that out. But I have realised I just have too much stuff, and I like the process of acquiring stuff, so that means I have to get rid of stuff, if you know what I mean. Now I know that's putting that and that together, but I like... No, I don't want that too close. Let's move that. Do you want one of these puffy puffs? Okay. There we go. I'm liking it. Really liking it. It's got a vintage button. I will put some more buttons on. That'll be something I can definitely just like sprinkle in. I don't want to lose the fabric in the back. I quite like and enjoy the fabric in the back. I don't know. What do we think? Do we think I need to put some more in, or can we start making a start? Got some lacy bits. Don't know if that would work. I don't know. Should we make a start? What we're going to sew on first? Oh, should we sew we'll sew these 2 Norfolk puffs on first. So I think I want like bright purple for that. It can be all clashy. I'm going to use all different cottons. We're going to double up. No, I don't. Might do. No, I don't think I will. Don't think I will. So I'll do a little bit, and then I might switch the camera off. Sorry, I just knocked you. And I'll do a bit more. I've still got my meditation to write for tomorrow's video, and then I've got to make that, which is okay. It has been a little bit, it's a marathon, kind of a junk journal July. And I think last year I did miss a few days, or I just did oh, this is what I made. It's been a lot more involved. I think it's been a lot more involved just because it's just a lot more involved, kind of like doing it rather than just participating. I think Sandra's been amazing. She's been amazing. It's been a really good thing. I count that as a really big sort of blessing. Beginning of the year, my intention was just to make connections with people, and I've certainly done that. It's going to be messy on the other side of this, but I'm figuring you're not both going to be bothered. Whoever wins it. Nice. I can see I'm going to like this. Yeah, all different colours. Let's see how we go. Somebody mentioned it was a junk journaling one where I talk about I don't use ink to ink around an image or to make like old stuff look old. I will use tea, but I won't like use the inks just because I think it makes things look muddy and dirty, so I stopped doing it. I think within a year of me starting, I'd stopped doing it. And I use gold instead to sort of do that similar function. And somebody said, oh, I even use gold thread. And I thought, oh, gold thread. I do have some gold threads. So there might be a bit of gold thread running through here. So I could sell kits of the baskets because I know I can find more of these baskets. And it's ethically sourced rather than me just buying stuff off certain places. I will not name. Yeah. This is good. Just going to be joyful thing, you know, something that's fun. So, as I was saying, to be in the competition, I want you to be subscribed to the channel. I want you to like and comment on the video. I'd like you to share the video. More importantly, I'd like you to comment because I want engagement. I want to get to know people. I want to sort of or have an understanding of what you like and what you don't like. So I have also sort of said on the junk journaling, I want you to ask me a question. So it's specific with the junk journaling if you want to enter. I think we'll probably do that here. Ask me a question. Now I'll honour any other comments on July videos. Not a video that I made at the end of June, but July videos that, you've liked, commented and shared. I'll honour that. But I do want some questions, or if you've got a question, let me know in the comment. I'll add it all together and I will do a sort of general vintage button question and answer session and show my face because I haven't done that yet. Yeah. It's also, I feel a bit of I don't want to leave the slow stitching behind with a junk journal July-ness. And so instead it's been 2 videos a week slow stitching before July, and it will revert back to that. Kind of be like a Wednesday video, I think. But I'm getting a sense of what a schedule could be. But when you first start something, you're like, you just don't know. So I'm learning all the times. I've learned so much just this month. I've got ink on my fingers. because I was playing painting a doily actually for slow stitching. Okay, down wheel. Let's take that out, we don't need that now. It's going to give us a sense of what it'll be like. I think I'll do green around the next one. I might put the colours in the bees actually, if I've got any left over. Let's do that, and then we can sort of embroider the bees as we go. Almost like a sidekick journal. I need to make a sidekick journal for the junk journaling. I like that idea. It's a Willow Wonders idea, where you just have a journal that if you've got any extra paint or anything, you just put it into the sidekick journal. You either have a pad of really cool papers or all the background's done. So I could either go into the bee, or I could go around that heart. I might go around that heart. Oh, I don't know. I like the idea of going around a bee as well. Just using it in the bee. The darker colours. Let's do it on that one. Just like a few stitches, because like a few stitches would just keep building up, wouldn't it? I like that idea. Making marks with these stitches. It's also attaching things to things. I like that too. Here we go. And I probably won't fully embroider these little bees, but I like that. Just add in the colour, just like little patches of colour. That was very interesting. So let's have a look what we've done. We have planned it out. I'm dropping things, knocking things off my desk. We've planned it out. We have stuck all the needles down, all the pins down, but we've got lots going on. I'm going to work on it at some point in the week. We'll be back to it next week. We'll see how we get on. We've got another 2 or 3 weeks after this. I think there might be 3 Sundays in July. I don't know, I'll have a look and we'll work it out. Yeah, this is going to be it. So I'll also have to put together some needle books, but I've got a plan for the little ones. Are going to be basically, I think I've got 2 of these left. I'm going to turn them into needle books, and I may actually have one that will be suitable for this. Although I'm sure I've got some of this material left, so we can make something that matches. Strawberry pincushion. Yeah, it's going to be really good. So we've made a start. I hope you'll join me as I carry on journeying. Remember to do the like, comment, subscribe, all the things that make my little channel grow, which is really exciting. I'm very excited about what's happened, and like recently with the channel, it's been really good. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I will be slow stitching definitely next Sunday, and in August we'll get back to a more regular way of doing things. All right then, everyone. Bye bye.